We had some beautiful weather the last week in February 2020, so I took advantage of the opportunity to take the UTV out for a ride. I went to my stomping ground, which in this instance is going to be Loop Road, Monroe Station specifically. This is Loop Road and the Loop Road trails. The trails that are open to off-road vehicles are designated in green. This video is going to be about the trail that leaves right out of Monroe Station. I wish I could remember what it was called, but I don't. The trail is obviously circled in red. I hope to do another video soon on the trail indicated by the thick red arrow. That's known as Pace's Dike. The other trails to the right of Pace's Dike in green are airboat trails. I don't believe they're accessible by wheeled vehicles. Okay, we're on 8th Street. It's 41, and we're going to go left, which is west, and this will take us out to the Everglades. Okay, we're coming up on the entrance to Loop Road. It's also known as the 40-mile bend. This flashing tower should be it. Okay, we're on Loop Road. So like the first 2 miles of Loop Road, when you enter at the 40-mile bend, are Miccosukee Indians. All of these homes are owned by actual tribes persons, and they're actually pretty nice. And their backyard is the Big Cypress National Preserve. There's nothing behind these houses for miles, actually all the way to Florida Bay. I've been out behind it. Okay, there's been a development. The gate combo didn't work. It expired last month. It was only good till the end of January. So I have to go to the ranger station and hang out for about 2 hours, maybe 3, and get a new code, which will probably cost me another $80. But I'm not coming all this way and causing all this. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to ride today. Okay, we had a change in plans. The gate didn't work, so I'm here at Monroe Station, not Monroe Station, the ranger station, Oasis. I just got my brand new sticker for the year. The trail starts right at 41, where the arrow in the upper right-hand corner of the picture is. Goes right into a hammock. Breaks out of that where the thin squiggly arrow is, rides along a prairie until you get to where the U-shaped highlight is, in about the center of the picture. Goes back into a hammock, emerges where the thick squiggly arrow is, runs along the side of another prairie, and then enters the last hammock where the smaller U-shaped highlight is. I stopped inside the hammock. I didn't want to go all the way through. It just got too rough for me. So I put a yellow circle with a strike through it about where I stopped. I believe the trail continues on through that on the northern side where the thinner red circle is. I like to show the gates where you enter the trails in my videos, but unfortunately the camera had slipped in the mount. The screw was loose, and so it's an obviously awkward frame. The trail is on the south side of US 41, literally 50 to 100 feet from US 41. The gate is immediately adjacent to the parking lot on the west side of Loop Road. You can't miss it. Just make sure you're on the south side of US 41. And now some professionally choreographed camera adjustments for your entertainment. Just as a historical note, this is me riding my old ATC, I believe back in 2006. It's the same trail. Okay, this is a nice high, dry trail. We're just a couple feet from the entrance. We're going to speed this up a little because it doesn't change much. Okay, we're just a minute in, so right away you're in a hammock, hardwood hammock they call it, and the trail's pretty nice. It's nice and dry, and you know, scenic for what you get in South Florida. So you know, and it's not too rough. So far it's like family friendly. I've actually been out on this trail before, years ago, in my other ATV. This is my first time out in the UTV. Again, I'm going to run it fast just to get through the clip. So we break out into a bit of a prairie here. As we break out into the prairie, we should be in the area on the trail circled in red. When I look to the right, or the camera pans right, you should probably see in the distance the tree line that runs along US 41. This map represents about the first 2/3 of the trail, and the highlight ends where the first yellow horseshoe-shaped highlight was on the map that shows the entire trail. Mile in, and this is a big prairie. I'm sure it's probably the same one that I ran into earlier. We've emerged from that group of trees that I circled with the red circle, and we're right out in the open on a big prairie with the tree line on US 41 way off in the distance now. We're at this portion of the trail where the tree line shifts from my left to my right, and you'll see now a big open prairie on my left. Another big prairie. As we come to the end of what I'm considering the first leg of the trail, about the first 65%, you'll start to see the trees close in on me. And that's why it forms that horseshoe that I highlighted at the beginning of the video when I showed the entire trail. We've obviously entered the hammock, and I would like to take this opportunity to point out that you should have noticed that at this time of the year, it's been a very pleasant trail. High, dry, and not a lot of rock. I've emerged from the hammock, and it's most likely I'm running in this light that I have circled. This is what I'll consider the second leg of the trail, like the last 2 miles, maybe 3 at the most. We're about to plunge into the third hammock. I think I did a quick look to the left, and you can see where the trees start to close in on us again. This is where the trail got really nasty, and I went in a couple 100 yards and I turned around. I got tired of it. But overall, I think the trail was great, and I think everybody would really enjoy it, even taking out the family. This is a family-friendly trail. I'll let this run for a little while so you can see how ugly it got. But there's no point in letting it go on for too long. I'll let you see some mud though. So give it just a couple more minutes and then we'll wrap it up. This is about where I gave up on it and turned around. So, if you want to see what it looks like, when you leave, just, I guess, run the video in reverse. we're going to call it a day here. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope somebody gets out on the trail and enjoys it also.